The intriguing aspect of semen retention is the immediate shift people often sense in the world around them. Once they begin the practice, it can feel as though the environment itself notices something different in the air. Others may look a little longer, speak a little differently, or behave in ways that seem unusual. Some individuals become subtly challenging, while others appear unexpectedly drawn in. This creates a vivid sense that the social world is examining the practitioner more closely. Before we dive into the secrets of semen retention power, make sure you subscribe now and join our Telegram family. The link's in the description. Don't miss the exclusive insights and daily motivation that will keep your energy, focus, and discipline unstoppable. Your success journey starts today. This powerful sensation is what leads many to believe that their aura is being tested. Although the experience may feel almost supernatural, the truth lies in far more grounded psychological mechanisms. Human beings are extraordinarily sensitive to subtle behavioral cues, and even slight internal changes can produce noticeable external responses. When someone redirects their energy inward, instead of losing it to impulse and distraction, their presence naturally shifts. They stand straighter, their posture steadies, their eye contact becomes clearer, and their speech sharpens. These qualities are not mystical traits, but predictable outcomes of self-regulation and discipline. People notice such shifts immediately, often without realizing they are noticing them. Because humans instinctively respond to signs of strength or focus, they naturally test what appears to be new stability. These tests are rarely hostile. Instead, they tend to come as teasing, probing questions, playful challenges, or curious observations. They are expressions of social curiosity wrapped in subtle pressure. People want to understand whether this new behavior is genuine, temporary, or a sign of lasting change. Social groups operate through delicate balances, and when one person becomes more grounded, those dynamics must adjust. Testing becomes the mechanism through which the group recalibrates. The practitioner's composure invites both curiosity and comparison, and people react accordingly. Some feel intrigued, others feel challenged, and a few feel unsettled. Retention also changes the mind internally. When energy is not constantly released through impulses, a reservoir of mental tension builds. This tension does not harm. Instead, it heightens alertness, reduces fog, and increases the ability to sustain focus. The absence of compulsive behaviors allows clarity to surface, and this clarity becomes visible in the practitioner's demeanor. A seriousness also emerges from the ongoing negotiation with primal instinct. Each decision not to indulge an impulse strengthens discipline. This seriousness is noticeable because it contrasts sharply with the distracted rhythms of everyday life. Focus attracts attention, and attention often brings tests. Another layer of the experience comes from heightened perception. With fewer impulses draining mental bandwidth, the practitioner becomes more sensitive to subtle social cues. What once went unnoticed now feels sharp and vivid. A joke might feel like a challenge, simply because the individual is more aware of tone and subtext. The world has not necessarily become more intense. The practitioner has simply become more perceptive. Humans naturally test anything that appears strong or confident. They test to assess trustworthiness, to evaluate emotional consistency, and to determine whether the strength is real. Attraction amplifies this dynamic as well. Increased focus and composure often appear as confidence, which invites both flirtation and boundary testing. As part of ancient human behavior patterns, there is also a component of rivalry. When someone becomes more disciplined, others may react defensively because the comparison highlights their own stagnation. This discomfort can manifest as teasing, skepticism, or attempts to break the practitioner's focus. These behaviors are not malicious. They arise from the natural tension created when one person grows and another does not. Retention also slows impulsive reactions, giving the practitioner a calm and unreactive presence. This unsettles people who are used to triggering predictable emotional responses. When those buttons no longer work, they naturally push different ones to redraw their understanding of the person in front of them. This is simply how humans update their mental maps. Once the practitioner understands this dynamic, the entire experience becomes less overwhelming and more fascinating. The tests no longer feel like attacks, but like valuable data. They reveal how sensitive humans are to presence, focus, and confidence. They also show how quickly social environments respond to inner transformation. If this video charged your internal battery, please show some love. Give us a quick like and subscribe to make sure you never miss an energy upgrade. If this video gave you real value, tap the thanks button. Your support helps me keep creating deeper content like this. Every thanks is a spark that keeps this mission alive. Your support means more than you know. Eventually, the testing fades. This does not happen because others stop, but because the individual stops fluctuating internally. When discipline becomes natural rather than effortful, the aura stabilizes into a calm, steady presence. What once felt like a spiritual trial becomes an ordinary walk through life with greater clarity. Semen retention, at its core, is about self-direction. When someone chooses to master their impulses, the world reflects that choice back to them. The tests that arise reveal the strength of that discipline. Over time, the practitioner realizes that the most important test was never from the outside world, but from within. Once that inner test is passed, the outer world settles into harmony with the new presence.